Andy, congratulations, opening day and 3 points. You've got to be happy with that.
Of course, yeah, you're always happy with 3 points, especially like you say on the opening day. It continues the momentum that we've been building over the League Cup campaign, so really pleased. But listen, it wasn't easy, really tough game, and I thought first half we were as poor as we've been in terms of our defensive organisation and shape, and that's not, I don't mean that as a back four, I mean that as a team. I thought when we turned over possession, I thought Stenhousemuir were a real threat for us, and I'll be honest, Lee McFarlane's had 3 or 4 really big saves for us to keep us in the game, and what I love about the group is though they then got the pitch and on the ball I actually thought we were decent with some really good moves, and Stephen Buchanan was a real threat through the whole first half, and it was quite fitting that he goes and gets the equaliser, which is great, and you felt at that point the momentum had swung in the game. Goals do change games, and we felt at half time that obviously Stenhousemuir would feel that they should be more goals ahead and they're not, so even though they're going in level it probably felt to them like they were going in behind, and it was about us making sure we capitalised on that and making sure that when you get that opportunity to go and win a game of football where you've perhaps not played great in the first half, you turn it on second half, and I thought we did that. I thought we were much better defensively second half. I thought some of the link up play and the hold up play, the quality of our passing second half was really good, so delighted to get the win and keep that momentum going, because it's not easy. Every single game this year will be really tough, especially when you're coming to away like Stenny. They finished ahead of us last year, so it was really important to come here and get 3 points and really put a marker down in terms of our standards. Yeah, of course we could be better first half, but you know what, great grit, great determination, and a trait that they showed so many times last year. When they fall behind, never ever write them off, because as a group they've got a brilliant mentality, so delighted for obviously Curtis to go and get the goal as well, and that goal's a brilliant goal which typified our second half performance, I felt.
Those 2 elements that you mentioned of the team, that character to bounce back from going a goal behind, and also that quality, like you say, some of the interchange in the midfield, the wing play, that's exactly what you want to see in one of your teams.
Absolutely, yeah, and I thought, I speak to Skooks a lot about influencing games, and I thought he did that today. Yeah, I thought he really took the game by the scruff of the neck, and I think the goal sums that up. It's great hold up play by Ranks to get him into the position. He goes and makes a driving run. Cammy makes a great run outside him. He cuts it back to Curtis to go and score, but that doesn't happen. Skooks doesn't go and make that driving run, and I felt that he took control of the game at times today, as they all did in the middle of the pitch. I thought it was a strong performance in terms of on the ball for us. I thought we were really good, and once we got that organisation sorted for the second half, I thought we looked comfortable, and it was good to go and get the 3 points.
You spoke about setting the standard last week. That's now 5 wins out of 5 as we open this campaign. Just continuing on that trend?
Absolutely, but that's what we spoke about. We spoke about expectation, and the expectation comes from us, not from outside, not from anywhere else. It comes from them as a group, because you've went and shown how good you can be. So go and continue that. Go and there's no reason why that can't continue. And we'll go to East Fife next week, and again we know, really tough game, really hard place to go. They'll be fresh, they've come into the league, and they'll be a tough team to play against. But we'll be going there with one thought only, and that's to win the game. I felt last year probably draws did cost us in the end, so our thought is getting 3 points every single week, and that will not change.
I know a bit of a late change with David Mackay coming in place of Scott Taggart. What was the kind of latest with him?
We kind of knew that Tags was a bit of a touch and go at the moment today, because he felt his hamstring a little bit on Tuesday. Nothing serious, thankfully, but it was one of them. He felt it a little bit in the warm up, and at this stage of the season you're not wanting to take any chances, so it was the right decision. And listen, it's good when you get experienced players like Tags that can make that call. That's not an easy call to make. You get probably idiots like myself that would probably be like, no, I'll be okay, and tear your hammy, and then you end up out for 6 weeks. So it's really sensible from him, and also for Dave to then come in. It's a difficult thing to do, is to come in when you know you're not in the starting 11, and all of a sudden you're thrown in the middle of the warm up. And I thought second half Dave really showed what he's all about in terms of his much better defending, aggressive quality. But like I say, hopefully Tags isn't anything serious. We'll just need to wait and see how it goes. But yeah, it was a bit of a not easy to deal with.